Well, good evening and welcome to our 2019-2020 Sports Boosters Award Banquet. My name is Mike Coolidge, Athletic Director here at Williams Bay High School. I know a very different format this year than what we're used to. We hope you do enjoy our virtual banquet. Each coach has put together a brief video presentation of their sport that we'll be following. You will have the option of watching the entire program if you like, or just pick out that favorite coach or your favorite son or daughter sport you want to watch. You'll see the same format will follow as it has in the previous years. You can also take a look at our program and get a list of all the coaches in the order they're coming. Before we begin, I want to take a few minutes to thank our coaching staff. Now, our coaches work very long hours in preparing and coaching our student athletes here at Williams Bay, and all do a great job. I am blessed to have be able to work alongside with them every season. I appreciate them working with me, adjusting on the fly, providing me some flexibility and scheduling, things like that. Most of all, I do appreciate them coaching, working with, and respecting their athletes. We have wonderful student athletes here at Williams Bay representing the orange and black, and the coaches are a tribute to that, along with the parents, which leads me to thanking the parents. The parents' dedication, their passion, and support of the sons and daughters help provide a positive opportunity, often to have them flourish and succeed on the playing fields, is a huge example of how great our athletes are here at Williams Bay. They learn, they improve, and most of all, they have fun being a Bulldog. I want to thank some administrative people as well: Kelly Quinn, Denise Durkin, Darla Thiel, Dr. Anderson, Dr. White, our trainer James from Mercy Health, who does a great job. All these people, along with my staff, has put together a game management team to provide opportunities for the spectators to come in, the parents, watch all the games, and again, get the athletes to perform on the field. So I want to thank all those people for that wonderful help they give me throughout the course of the year. It was a great year for another athletics here at Williams Bay High School. We had a couple of great items that happened, some headlines I'm going to share with you real quick. Our girls gymnastics team, first time we've had a girls gymnastics team for the last couple of years. We had two girls on that team, Malia Bronson and Annie Murphy. They were Division I sectional champions. That tournament was held over in Burlington this year. They also qualified as a team for the state and brought home a second place at the Division I state tournament. Annie Murphy, by the way, a state champion in the floor exercise, first time ever, a gymnast championship for Williams Bay High School. In tennis, Emily Gauger and Claire Eckert, as the doubles team, qualified for the state meet back in the fall. They got into the Sweet 16 as far as doubles go in the Division I tournament. Again, we're both honorable mention all state, which is a great achievement. They were conference champions as well. So a great year for those two girls. Girls swimming were Division I sectional champs this year. Team qualified, or some of the members of the team qualified for state. Lauren O'Brien was one of our student athletes on that team. The boys swimming team for this year were conference champions. We had one boy on that team, Ian Stratton. And finally, Annika File was voted Trailways Conference South Division Player of the Year in volleyball. Second year in a row that Annika has earned that honor. So again, a great accomplishment for these young ladies and men who have done a great job representing the Williams Bay, and we certainly congratulate them, along with the other athletes, on a great season in their sports. We also have some athletes who received all conference awards, along with some MVP awards that each coach will be talking about during their presentation throughout the course of the evening. As we move on now, I guess we'll move to our speakers. Our first speaker is going to be Jim File with the Williams Bay Sports Boosters, our sponsor for tonight's program. And we'll follow that up with Dr. White, who will talk about our honor roll student athletes.
Hi, this is Jim File with the Williams Bay Athletic Booster Club. I welcome you to the 2020 Athletic Banquet. Less than 3 months ago, who would have thought that we would be doing this virtually? The girls' basketball tournament was in full swing at state at Green Bay. The boys were in sectionals, and the NCAA was about to announce their March Madness brackets. The COVID-19 outbreak stopped the school year and put the whole sports season on hold. You, our Williams Bay athletes, were put on the sidelines wondering if you'd be able to play your spring season. Well, we all found out the hard way that that wasn't going to happen. But we come together tonight to celebrate a full year of athletic achievements for our student athletes. Great achievements such as the return of varsity football, our first two-time conference player of the year for volleyball, and two gymnasts and their co-op team going to and winning at the state level. Although this is not the format we would hope to meet in, let's celebrate the achievements of our athletes. Coaches, Thank you for all you do. I know you hurt not being able to see your players in person. I'm sure all of you would trade a 40-degree, windy, drizzly day just to have one more day on the field. Parents, thank you for all your support of the athletes and for the support of the Athletic Booster Club. Teachers and staff, thank you for all you do for our athletes every day of the year. I know this hasn't been easy on you either through the COVID-19 outbreak, not being able to see your student athletes in person. Hopefully you'll be back in the classroom in the fall, ready to cheer on the Bulldogs. To Dr. Anderson, thank you for your leadership and support of athletics. Enjoy and best wishes in your retirement. For those wondering about the 2020 golf outing, we have not made a final decision yet. It is scheduled for Friday, August 7th at Delbrook Country Club in Delvin. Please watch our Facebook page for more information. To the parents, 3 of our board members are have graduating seniors. It's a great time for you to get more involved in the Booster Club and take the club in a new direction. Meetings are the 3rd Wednesday of each month at 6 o'clock at the high school. Now, let's celebrate the accomplishments of our 2019-2020 student athletes. See you at the games in the fall of 2020.
Hello, students and parents. This is Dr. White. It is my pleasure this year to introduce this year's honor roll athletes. We'll begin with those students who earned honor roll for quarters 1 through 3 with a GPA of 3.25 to a 3.74. Those students were Maria Anholt, Megan Burkett, Jacob DeLeon, Cole Burkett, Sarah Fettick, Mark Gallegos Roker, Emily Gauger, Ava Kelly, Henry Manelli, Ray Millard, Caitlin Monroe, Kylie Monroe, Sam Norton, Landon Palmer, Connor Peck, Lauren Peck, Noah Pelodia, Alex Serba, Bella Solar, Abel Turner, Ben Ventiger, Caden Weber-Paul, Kylene Weber-Paul, and Alia Wass. Congratulations to those students who earned honor roll for this year athletics. At this time, we're going to present those students who earned high honor roll for quarters 1 through 3. Those students had a 3.75 GPA or higher, and there's quite a few of them, so congratulations. Hannah Abram, Caden Binger, Malia Bronson, Morgan Bronson, Carson Cox, Natalie Delheim, Eli Eddington, Michaela Essington, Tanner Farnham, Emmeline Gaylord, Evelyn Homburg, Austin Hartwig, Claire Heckert, Kate Hoover, Mia Hoover, Vanessa Jimenez, Travis Johnson, Colin Kuiper, Sophia Loughton, Elizabeth Lothian, Maria Madzagal, Ian McClenathan, sorry Ian, Brea Nolan, Cole Ertel, Annika Olson, Logan Palmer, Genevieve Power, Monica Power, Nolan Pyer, Annika File, Hannah Rabenhorse, Daniel Reese, Jesse Robertson, Raul Rojas, Anna Rolfs, Joss Rolfs, Anastasia Sanchez, Sydney Serba, Chloe Schlesner, Cassie Silverman, Keaton Sperling, Ian Stratton, Caitlin Thies, Ashton Turner, Ethan West, and those are all of our high honor roll students, athletes for this year. Again, I apologize if we missed anyone, but great job by all those students and athletes who worked really, really hard and achieved such great recognition.
Thanks a lot, Dr. White, for listing our honor roll student athletes. Again, we congratulate all those athletes who made that honor roll or high honor roll. Again, a great accomplishment. It's tough being an athlete and a top student, and these students certainly excel in both areas. Along with the honor roll athletes, WIAA every year chooses a WIAA Scholar Athlete Award, either a boy or a girl, or it could be one of each. It's based on their GPA. It's also based on their athletic accomplishments during their senior year. This year, the WIAA has selected a boy and a girl to represent Williams Bay, and I'm proud to announce that our WIAA Scholar Athlete for the girls is Hannah Rabenhorst, and our WIAA Scholar Athlete for the boys this year is Eli Eddington. Congratulations to both. Now, most coaches are going to tell you to be successful as a coach, you need to have your senior leadership. You need the seniors who have been with you all 4 years to lead your team, not only in the practices, but in the game competition as well. Seniors work very well with the underclassmen. They know the information, what the coach wants to get across. They know the coach. They've been with a coach for 4 years. They know the program. They know what it takes, what kind of style the coach wants. They know everything about the program. They help mentor the underclassmen and get those guys to become successful as well on the playing field or on the court. Leaders for seniors are in the hallway as well, in the classroom, in the community. You need your seniors. I'm a very appropriate fan of being a senior and loving to have seniors on my teams when I coached. You need seniors to be your leaders. We have 10 senior athletic awards here at Williams Bay that we do pass out. We have 10 recipients this year, I should say. But to be a senior athletic award winner, you must have at least accumulated 6 or more letters in your 4 years of playing here at the Bay, or have played 2 sports all 4 years to be a senior athletic award winner. So I'm going to read the names of our senior athletic award winners for you right now. On the boys' side, for baseball and basketball, Eli Eddington. For baseball and soccer, Mark Galakos-Roker. For basketball and baseball, Nate Manelli. Also on the boys' side for baseball and soccer, Zarin Zafiro. And that's it for the boys. Now we'll switch over to the girls' side. For volleyball, basketball, and softball, Annika File. For volleyball, basketball, and softball, Hannah Rabenhorst. Volleyball, basketball, and softball, Cassie Silverman. Volleyball and basketball, Taylon Smith. And for tennis and soccer, Claire Heckert. And for softball and swimming, Megan Burkett. Those are our senior athletic award winners for this year. Congratulations. Coming up now, we're going to have our coaches' presentations, and I'll start things off with talking about our co-op sports. Where I remind everybody that all letters and certificates and plaques that have been earned by our student athletes today or in this program from their sport will be handed out at a later time here at school. We'll set a date for the students to swing by and pick up their awards. After our coaches' presentations, I'll be back to wrap up tonight's program and talk about our Arvid Thomson Award winner. As I said, I want to start off with our co-op sports. It's a big part of our athletic program here at Williams Bay High School. It gives the opportunity for kids to participate in other sports that we don't sponsor full-time. We offer the following co-op sports here at Williams Bay: boys and girls cross country, boys and girls tennis, boys and girls soccer, boys and girls swimming, boys and girls track, wrestling, gymnastics, and girls golf. Most of our co-ops are with Bigfoot High School. We do have some co-ops with Badger and Wilmot High School. I'm also happy to announce that there's a possibility we're going to have a 14th co-op sport starting next year, boys hockey, as we co-op with Milton High School. The addition of co-op sports for our student athletes is a great opportunity to compete at sports. Again, like I said, we don't offer full-time here at Williams Bay. I know it's tough being a co-op sport. They're bulldogs during the day in the classroom, but they now are playing basically for another school, perhaps not wearing the orange and black and the Williams Bay on their uniform or the WB, but they still persevere. They get to and from practices, games, buses, the whole school. Again, that's not an easy thing, but they all make it work. I applaud all the student athletes who participate in these co-op sports, and I thank them for doing that and representing Williams Bay as well as they do. All the schools I have talked to throughout the course of the many years I've been here at Williams Bay High School have nothing but awesome to talk about or to say about our Williams Bay athletes. The co-op sports have all had their banquet and awards already this year, so they've gotten their letters and things like that. But I thought what I'd do right now is mention the names of the kids who participated in some co-op sports this year. Now, this spring, of course, our seasons were canceled with tennis, soccer, track, along with baseball, softball, and golf. But some of the boys and tennis team that might have signed up to play: Yvonne Miranda Bustos, Julian Klein, Andrea Sokos, Ian Stratton, Josh Rolfs, Nolan Pyre, Ranveer Singh, and Jesse Robinson. Girls soccer players that might have played: Melania Venegas, Taylor Barkis, Hannah Abram, Claire Eckert, Caitlin Calhoun, and Keelan Weberpaul. For girls track: Malia Bronson, Morgan Bronson, Sarah Fettig, Catherine Hoover, Ava Kelly, Sophia Lawton, Annie Murphy, Braille Nolan, Chloe Schlesner, Meg Sorensen, and a couple of boys tracks players as well this year: Landon Palmer, Connor Peck, and Caden Weber-Paul. Some other co-op sports that participated in some athletes: Lauren O'Brien and Megan Burkett were in girls swimming this year. In tennis, for Williams Bay, Claire Heckert, Jamison Gregory, Emily Gauger, Keaton Sperling. For boys, also Anna Rolfs and Christina Hanna. For boys cross country this year, Daniel Reese and Connor Peck, along with Keelan Weber-Paul, who was on JV. We had a wrestling co-op program this year. Raul Rojas, Julian Klein, Ranveer Singh, and Malachi Frederick participated. Also, we had boys soccer this year. Zarin Zafiro, Mark Gallicos, Noah Polito, Landon Palmer, Cole Burkett, Aiden Weber-Paul, Ashton Turner. JV players on boys soccer were Gabriel Jackson, Adam Kirby, Kason Lopez, Josh Ross, Nick Schnobel, and Elian Valdez. So those are some of the athletes that participated in the co-op sports. I also mentioned boys swimming with Ian Stratton, and also girls gymnastics, Annie Murphy and Malia Bronson, and girls golf, Annie Murphy performed as well. So I want to thank all these athletes for representing Williams Bay on a co-op sport team. And now the presentations of our coaches and their sports.
Hello and good evening, everyone. I would like to start out by thanking Bill for all your help when I needed it, Mike, the staff, and parents for all making me feel welcome in the gym. I thank you for that. Our season this year was a little down. We did not win many matches, although we were always competing and the girls were always giving it their all, no matter what. I would like to recognize the girls right now on this year's squad: Vinny, Casey, Mia, Sophia, Grace, Bridget, Lauren, Alia, Nettie, Bridget, Kate, Nadia, and Elizabeth. I would again like to thank everyone for their support. And in conclusion, if not all of you know, I will be stepping down this year due to a job conflict. So I again would like to thank everybody, and especially Mike, for this great opportunity. And I wish everybody good luck in the future, and especially to all you seniors during this hard time. Thanks again, and good night.
All right, first off, I want to say thank you to the boosters, Mr. Coolidge, Dr. White, and Dr. Anderson, for the virtual presentations that we have today. Hi, everyone. My name is Shane Cullian, and I have the honor of coaching the Williams Bay JV1 boys basketball team alongside Nate Borgen in the JV2 squad for the 2019-2020 season. This past year amounted to a highly successful, rewarding, and entertaining time, both on and off the court. If you were to glance at the rosters for JV1 and JV2, you would be noticing players who led their teams to a 19-3 and 10-4 record respectively. You would be recognizing a group of sophomores who have defined the term sweat equity and have grown by leaps and bounds between this time last year and where they are now seeking varsity play in this upcoming season. You would also be recognizing a talented group of freshmen who, on both JV1 and JV2, were eager to showcase their strengths and skills at every opportunity they had. Altogether, this collective team has proven to everyone who has witnessed them compete that they will refuse to back down from any team that stands before them. They were willing to press for a full 32 minutes, antagonize opponents with a furious zone defense, and wear down opposing teams by scoring 70-plus points on 7 different occasions and winning by a margin of 30-plus points in 11 different games this season. I personally have never worked with a more determined group of sophomores and freshmen who walked into the gym every day, not only seeking to get better, but truly enjoying time with one another and embracing the ideals of team play. I can truthfully say that it has been a pleasure to coach these young men, and it has been the most memorable season of coaching in my short career at Williams Bay High School. The true measure of how great a team is cannot solely be defined by wins and losses. Rather, as I've learned throughout this quarantine period, it is measured by the memories and moments that you repeat in your mind, bringing a smile to your face with every post-game hug, long bus rides on late school nights, and a snapshot of a group of young men coming together to truly define what the word team can be. I look forward to coaching the returning members of this group again in the future and watching the 5 sophomores as they continue on to their varsity basketball playing careers. Thank you to all the players, coaches, parents, and fans for supporting us this year, and go Bulldogs.
Hi, my name is Bill Neverowski, and I'll be recapping the 2019 volleyball season. First off, I'd like to say thank you to the administration, Dr. Anderson, Dr. White, Mike Coolidge, Kelly Quinn. Thank you for all you do throughout the season for us. The 2019 volleyball season was sadly a season of injuries from our first play of the year throughout the entire season. With that brought many opportunities for underclassmen to step up and earn valuable playing time throughout the year. So with that, I would like to announce my freshman varsity award winners. They are Casey Petroviak, Mia Hoover, Bridget Higgins, Evelyn Hamburg, and Margaret Higgins. My sophomore letter winners are Vinnie Robbins, Lauren Peck, Kate Hoover. My junior award winners are Maria Anhold and Bryn Shea. And with every season, the backbone of the team is typically surrounded by seniors, and this year is by far no exception, with 5 seniors that have helped this team bring 3 volleyball conference championships in the last 4 years. They are seniors Cassie Silverman, Taylin Smith, Hannah Rabenhorst, Hannah Fredrickson, and Annika Feil. Those are all our letter winners throughout the year. Our awards for most improved player for this year goes to Bridget Higgins. Well deserved. Started off the year as a JV player and found herself getting valuable varsity playing time as the season went on. My Bulldog Award winner this year goes to Hannah Rabenhorst, who was willing to play almost any position I asked her to play, ended up being our libero throughout most of the season and was a strong defensive specialist the entire time. My senior award winner this year goes to Taylin Smith, who has been able to play multiple positions in a year that we needed it. And this year's MVP and also first team all-conference winner is Annika Feil. This is her second year winning all-conference first team and second team all-conference player of the year. Also earning honorable mentions this year were Taylin Smith, Hannah Rabenhorst, and Hannah Fredrickson. I hope everybody is safe and well, and have a great night. Thank you.
Hello, everyone. I'm here to present the 2019 football awards. I'm the head coach, John Tomaszewski. So 2019 was our first year back at varsity football here in Williams Bay, and with that came some growing pains. We finished 1-9 on the season, with the 1 win coming over Alden Hebron. But overall, we were a very young team, and I think the future is looking pretty bright for the program as we have 12 seniors coming back next year. With that being said, just one great moment from the season that I can think of offhand is in that win against Alden Hebron. Rafa had a catch that game, and I remember pulling Cole aside and asking Rafa if he was ready to catch one. And Rafa didn't like the cold weather that we started to get in Wisconsin at this point. So he took off his ski gloves that he brought with him, and he went in, and I told Cole, you just need to throw it as hard as you can into his stomach, and then hopefully he curls over on the ground and just pretty much pinches it with his body. And sure enough, that's what happened. And it was just great to see the whole team become excited for Rafa, who is somebody that obviously as a foreign exchange student never played American football before, and for him to come here and have that and become a great personality on the team, it was just great to see that moment for him and for the rest of the team. So for our awards this year for letter winners, everybody on the team lettered this year because I thought everybody contributed to the team. We didn't have a lot of people to run a lot of JV games. We had a few, but those guys were definitely important for us growing as a varsity program. So the players that have lettered this year: Kelton Randall, Cole Ortel, Jake Ortel, Ian Karcher, Dominic Robbins, Rafa Jimenez, Garrett Went, Carson Cox, Julian Klein, Raul Rojas, Jaden Randall, Jack Cunningham, Xavier Quiles, Jacob De Leon, RJ Pollock, Ranveer Singh, Harley Knight, Dorian Ramsey, Sam Norton, and Giovanni Norris. We also had managers on the team this year, and I can't say enough for how great of a job these young ladies did and making sure everything was ready to go, especially for road games, making sure everything got on the bus for us so that everybody could just focus on getting ready for the games. And then on home games, they did a great job getting everything set up on the sidelines for us as well, and even grabbing stuff from inside the school when us coaches would forget stuff. So they are also lettering. They are Nettie Delheim, Hannah Frazier, Vanessa Jimenez, Annika Olsen, and Meg Sorensen. For all conference, we had 5 players get named all conference this year, and they were Cole Ortel, Jake Ortel, Harley Knight, Sam Norton, and Ian Karcher. And then for our team awards this year, the most improved player, this young man is only a freshman this year, but he was already in the program all last summer between his 8th grade and freshman year, and he showed great dedication to the team. He became a starter for us on varsity right away, and he continued to grow throughout the season. Whenever we asked him to make a change or learn a new technique, he definitely took it in, and he learned it as quickly as possible. And he, again, just a lot of growth from this young man. And most improved is Carson Cox. For our Bulldog Award winner, he's been with the program now for 3 years. He has done a lot for this program, from recruiting kids to join the team to just being a leader. It's almost like we have another coach out there with him. He comes up with some things on his own that he thinks that will work great along the lines. And he is a big part of why I think we will be successful next year, especially up front along our offensive line. So the Bulldog Award winner is RJ Pollock. Our most valuable player this year, this young man, I remember we would joke that if only we had a couple more of this guy, we would be a lot better of a football team. But I remember at a point in the year, we were down, and I took some of the starters out, and I pulled them aside, and I said, I know this is upsetting, and it's difficult, but trust me, like, we're going to get there. And he just looked at me and without hesitation said, Coach, don't worry, I buy into this. And that meant a lot to me personally, and it just showed the great dedication that he had to this program, even though it was only his first year with us. And his teammates rallied around him, which is why I think he won this award. So the most valuable player was Sam Norton. And then finally, our special award that goes to a senior, the Echoing Bark Award. So this award goes to a senior whose contributions not only reflect that of a great football player, but as a great individual that the rest of the team should try to strive to be like. Not only do they give 100% on the football field, but they're also a leader off the field. while he wasn't a very vocal leader, I believe his actions led, and when he was upset about something, he would let somebody know about it, which is good because we want that open communication amongst the football team, where players feel like they can share what they think would work and what they think is not working, because as coaches, they have a different viewpoint than we could have, not being able to be on the field. So as part of this award, his number will be retired for next season. His number 10 will be retired. This year's Echoing Bark Award goes to Ian Karcher. So I'd like to thank everyone for their support this past season, and hopefully their continued support in the future. I think next year with all the returning seniors, there's some very special things possible for us as a football team. So we hope to see you all next season. Thank you.
Hi, my name is Lauren Tetsky, and I'm the dance team coach at Williams Bay High School. On behalf of myself and Abby Landgraf, our cheer coach, I'm going to talk about this year's dance team. We began practicing back in August, where we got our small group together that chooses to go compete later on in the year, and we have what we call our boot camp. At boot camp, we choreograph the routine, teach everybody their parts, and get that pretty much ready to go so that when we head into the regular school year and the regular season, we don't have to worry about any of that. Competition routine is kind of an above and beyond commitment to the regular performance group. And so later on, when I introduce the team to you, I'll let you know which girls took that extra responsibility on. So starting with the school year, we performed at halftime of the home football games. Then we performed at the pep rally for homecoming. Heading into winter, we performed at some of the home games for girls and boys basketball. In January, we had our first competition scheduled. However, due to poor weather, we were not able to compete. That was one of our biggest hurdles this season. We, of course, were disappointed. We were ready to go. And when that was canceled, we decided to have a positive attitude about it and just be that much more prepared for our second competition. So in February, we took our routines to Brookfield East High School for our final competition of the year. And the team brought a pom and a hip hop. They earned an honorable mention for their pom routine and just did a fantastic job that day performing. They really did their community and their school proud. So next I'll introduce the team to you. We had some performance members from the high school team. We had Kira Frederick, who was a freshman. She joined us for the basketball season performances. We also had Kaylee Smolin, who was a sophomore and a second-year member of the team. Kaylee joined us for both football and basketball performances. Then we have Meilani Venegas, who was another sophomore, 2-year member of the team. Meilani also was on our competition performance group. We've got Erica Rath, who was another sophomore, 3-year member of the team. Erica was a varsity letter winner as well as a member of the competition group. We've got Maria Medzgal, who was one of our foreign exchange students this year. She was a senior member of our team, and she was one of our varsity letter winners. Then we've got Chloe Schleisner, who was a sophomore member of the team. She was a varsity letter winner as well as a member of the competition group. Then we have Monica Power, who was another varsity letter winner, member of competition group. She was a 3-year member of the dance team. This is her 3rd year. And then the remaining 3 young ladies were our captains this season. So we've got Sydney Skirba, who was, again, varsity letter winner. She was part of our competition group. And like I said, she was a captain. And as a freshman, she did a fantastic job as a leader this year. Then our last 2 are my very first girls that I had as freshmen. So this was my 4th year coaching. This is my first group then that I've had all the way through all 4 years of dance team. And so it's especially emotional for me this year saying goodbye to these 2. We have Ashton Peck, who was, like I said, a captain, competition team member, varsity letter winner, and we've got Jen Power, all of the same things. Jen also, for the past 2 years, has been a captain and has gone and competed solos as well. And And so these two, Ashton and Jen, we're just really going to miss them. I wish that we could celebrate together in person, but I hope that they know how much their team will miss them and how much I will miss them. It will not be the same going to practice next year and not seeing you two, because I've just gotten used to you being around, and I hope you come back and visit with the team. Then we had some special awards that we were able to give out this year. So our first award went to our most improved dancer. This was one of our sophomore members, Chloe Schleisner, who has improved so much, not just this past year of dance, but since she was a freshman and she joined us for a little bit. She's really come a long way, and it's because of her hard work. Then we have an MVP award, Most Valuable Performer, that went to Sydney Skirba, who every time we performed or competed had full energy, full showmanship, which is something that really helps lift up the rest of the team too. And so we thank her for that. Then we have our Most Valuable Choreographer award going to Jen Power, who definitely has earned that award. The past 4 years, we've gotten used to having her ready with choreography kind of at any moment. And so we will really miss her style and her creativity next year. And then finally, we have our Bulldog Award, which is an award that goes to someone who's not just a huge asset to the team, but is really a good member of the Bulldog community for academics, for leadership, service, that kind of thing. This award is voted on by the team, so it's not just the coach's input that awards this. And this year, our Bulldog Award member is Monica Power. I just want to, again, thank the team for such a fantastic year. I hope you non-seniors are interested in coming back next season, ready to go. We really miss you all, and again, can't thank you enough for your hard work. It's a long season, and so the fact that you all stuck it out and had such positive attitudes is really, truly incredible. And so, again, on behalf of Coach Landgraf and myself, we thank you for a fantastic season.
Hello, my name is Ryan Fritz. I'm the girls varsity basketball coach. On behalf of my assistant, Molly Perkins, we hope this finds everyone in good health and good spirits. Here to talk about the girls basketball program on the season. Before we get to the girls, I want to thank Dr. Anderson. I know my niece and nephew are really going to miss their high fives at the game. Dr. White, Mr. Coolidge, Mrs. Quinn, for all their efforts. All the parents for their support, long road trips, picking their kids up late. The Booster Club for their financial support of sports in the Bay. Heather Silverman, her daughter Lacey. Heather was nice enough to keep the book for us on the road. Lacey was kind of our unofficial team manager and videographer throughout the year. James Eyeshine for taking care of our rolled ankles, bumps and bruises throughout the year. And our boys staff, Troy Nonstead, Nate Borgen, and Shane Cullion for their support, help, and just being great sounding boards throughout the year. And Molly Perkins, my assistant, her time and effort throughout the year. We wouldn't have been where we were without her. Molly and I came into a team a year ago, was 5-16 overall, and 2-10 in the conference. The girls, through their hard work and efforts, went, and we were a 9-14 team this year. Including 6-6 in the conference race. We really caught our steam after the new year. Went a nice little run with wins over defending conference champ Parkview. We had wins over the team picked to win the conference, Abundant Life, and just unfortunately got caught up in the injury and illness bug late in the season and couldn't quite shake that. Kind of limped into the postseason, and that was all she wrote. Really looking forward to the 8 girls coming back next year. They combined to score about 25 points, 24 points, grab 15 rebounds, and dish out 4 assists a game. And with increased roles and getting some work in the summer, I know it's going to be a lot bigger next year. Those returning girls are freshman Morgan Bronson, Mia Hoover, and Margaret Higgins. Margaret was voted by her teammates and coaches as our most improved player, and she was voted by other coaches in the conference as an honorable mention all-conference player. Sophomores Kate Hoover, Vinnie Robbins, and Olivia Woodley. And juniors, now to be seniors, Brandon Nolan and Anna Golson. I know they're looking forward to stepping into an increased leadership role, and we're lucky to have them. Our seniors this year, first Taylor Smith, Taylor was our leading scorer, second leading rebounder. Just a fun girl to have around in practice, always just smiling, always trying to make sure everyone's having fun. But a real competitor, someone who not only can score, can defend about every position on the floor, jumping out of the gym for rebounds, but also willing to step in and take a charge and lay her body on the line. For her outstanding play and her those qualities, her teammates and coaches selected her as our Bulldog Award winner this year, and coaches in the conference selected her as a second team all-conference pick. Annika File, second leading scorer, leading rebounder, leading block shots. Strong silent type, usually assigned to guard the other team's best interior play. Throughout the season, she even had other coaches looking at me confused late in the season as she started launching and knocking down threes, and I just kind of had to give them the Michael Jordan shrug, like I knew she could do that. For her play on the court, coaches in the conference selected her a honorable mention all-conference selection. Cassie Silverman. Cassie has spent 4 years in the program. I'm not sure I know any two players who spend more time in the gym working on their game than hers. Frustrated with her performance throughout the year, we kind of talked about halfway through the season, and Cassie embraced the role as a defender, a rebounder, and a distributor, and really helped spur that little run we went on after the season and kind of inserted ourselves into the conference race. She really did a great job like that, and we will miss her greatly. And I know she was voted by my 6-year-old niece as her favorite player. And finally, Hannah Ravenhorst. Hannah is our point guard, our team leader, and when they talk about a point guard as an extension of a coaching staff and being the floor general, that's Hannah to a T. Our team leader in steals, our team leader in assists. Hannah's job, often night in and night out, was to guard the other team's best player, and I think she enjoyed that immensely. I know by halftime, usually the girl in the other locker room is pretty sick of Hannah. That's when you know you've done your job. For all of her efforts on the court, her teammates and coaches named Hannah team MVP, and coaches in the conference selected Hannah as a honorable mention all-conference selection. That's the girls' 2019-2020 season wrap-up.
Hello, Bulldog families. Coach Nottestad here, along with Coach Borgen, Coach Collian, our mascot for the day, coming to you with the Varsity Bulldog report for boys basketball. Hope all families out there are staying safe and healthy. These are trying times we're going through. I know this isn't the way we wanted to do this, but we'll get through it. A couple thank yous out there to the Booster Club for everything they do throughout the year for the athletic programs. To Mr. Coolidge, Mr. Anderson, Mr. White, Mrs. Quinn, everybody in the administration over there for all the support that they give the athletics also. To all the seniors out there, you know, I know this isn't the way you wanted to end your Bulldog career, but hey, you know what, we'll get through it. Be proud of yourselves. Being a student athlete nowadays isn't easy, so be proud of yourself. Okay, as far as this year's basketball team, oh, Mr. Colleen's back. We finished with a 12-12 record, won our first playoff game in the last 3 years, I believe. And you know what, it doesn't come down, I've talked about this before, but it doesn't always come down to the record. It comes down to, you know what, seeing the kids grow throughout the season as individuals, as a team, and they did this year. I think our Marcus-Ann game, which was the last game of the season, we went in big-time underdogs and went on the road and played them to the end, you know, and I thought it was our best game of the year, and that's what you're looking for, to play the best at the end, and we did. I was proud of the kids. I think these guys say the same thing. It was just to see the kids come together at the end of the year and play as hard as they did and almost beat the team that actually went to sectionals was made me happy to see. Relationships, you know, and I talk about this a lot too with the kids, you know, and communication. We had the team over here a couple times for meals and stuff like that, and just to see them throughout the year, you know, get along and the relationships that they build through sports, you know, is important. And I think that by the end of this year, you know, we were a team, family, and again, one of the reasons I coach is to see those things. those. All right, so our players, they're not here. We're social distancing. I would love to have them standing here next to me, but our juniors this year were Abel Turner, Ray Millard, Jaden Randall, Sam Norton, Gideon Biss, Charlie Schultz, Ben Ventiker, and RJ Pollock. Those guys, I think it's the biggest single class we've had in the last probably 10, 15 years. So it's nice to see they have a good core, get along, willing to work hard, and we look forward to having them back next year. As far as our seniors go, we had 5 seniors this year. First one was Ron Ruiz, came back after taking a season off, and I was so glad to have him back. Worked hard, just understood his role. The kids all love him, and I was very glad to have him out again this year. Xavier Keelis been with the program for 4 years. Hey, hard worker, whether it's on the court, off the court, kid that I love. Wish him all the best in the future. Miles West, 4-year basketball player also, willing to get out there and do the dirty work for us and stuff like that. I appreciate all his hard work over the years. Nate Manelli, he's a bulldog. Everybody knows out there. Nate keeps us smiling, scratching our head once in a while. But it's great to have Nate around. We're gonna miss him. And last one was Eli Eddington. Took last year off because of an injury. Battled his way back, worked hard to get back on the court, and he was a huge contributor for us this year. So those guys will be sorely missed. We do have some awards to give out. As far as all conference goes, Eli Eddington got honorable mention this year. So congratulations to him. Jaden Randall got second team all conference. Congratulations, Jaden. And Ben Ventiger got first team all conference. Congratulations, Ben. All the hard work does pay off. We do have team awards that the team voted on. We had 2 most improved this year. We had a ton of them, but the team voted on the highest 2 were Gideon Biss and Charlie Schultz. Please save your applause till the end. Most dedicated, after I think taking last year off with a couple shoulder problems, was Eli Eddington. So way to battle back, Eli. Your teammates appreciated it. And the Bulldog Award, guys always willing to take a charge, get on the floor, get dirty, was Nate Manelli. And we did have, it's only the second time ever, I think, we had co-MVPs. We had our big man, Ben Ventiger, and our point guard, Jaden Randall. So congratulations, gentlemen, on that. Bulldog family again, miss you, see ya.
Hi everyone, John Tomaszewski here. I'm the head golf coach, and I'm here to present the letters for the 2020 golf season. And we have 6 players who are lettering this year in golf because of their interest in that they showed interest in the off-season meetings and activities. And those 6 golfers are Abel Turner, Ben Ventiger, Ray Millard, Sam Norton, Josiah Thomas, and Gabe Burling. It was pretty upsetting to lose the golf season this year. For those of you that didn't know, last year we won the regional championship in golf, and I know we were anxious to try to defend that title this year. And golf is just a great season to spend with the guys, just because it's something that's a little bit more relaxed, as relaxing as golf can be for those of you that have golfed before. But I know that we were getting ready to enjoy our time out on the course and hopefully defend that title and see the other good things that happen. Luckily, we're not losing any seniors, so hopefully next year all these guys come back and give it a shot again, and we can defend that title next year. Thank you.
Hi, Bulldogs, Bulldog fans, Bulldog parents, and everyone else in the Bulldog community. Coach Jeff Kiesbert here, Williams Bay Softball. This was going to be my 21st season of coaching Williams Bay Softball. Unfortunately, the season, of course, as we know, ended before it even began. So first and foremost, what I would like to say to the kids, thank you for the preseason dedication. For those of you that put in that preseason dedication. This is going to pass and we're going to play again. All right, so we need to make sure that we are keeping up with everything that we can keep up with. Okay, so all of those underclassmen, those incoming freshmen that are, I'm not going to get to coach until they're actually sophomores, and all of those juniors going to be seniors and sophomores going to be juniors. Let's keep plugging away, keep playing ball, and we will get through this and we'll get back out on the field. Hopefully this absence makes you all even more hungry than you already were to get back out there. To my 4 seniors that are leaving, Hannah Ravenhorst, Cassie Silverman, Megan Burkett, Annika File. I'm going to address each of you individually here a little bit. Annika, this was going to be your first year, I understand, and I was really looking forward to you coming out and playing this year. I was hoping that you would have played all 4 years, but I understand your priorities, and that's okay. I wish you nothing but the best of luck next year and in the future. If you are as hardworking and as dedicated to your schooling as you were in high school and your sports career, things are going to be great. So best of luck. Megan, Cassie, and Hannah, kind of want to address you guys all together at one time. It's difficult for me to express how much I'm going to miss you guys. We get those kids every once in a while that I had in class. I had y'all in 6th grade. So that was 7 years ago, believe it or not. And it's just a joy. It's just a pleasure for me to be able to watch you grow into just the fine people that you've grown into. I'm going to miss you dearly. The program is going to miss you all dearly. Thanks for everything that you've done for the program. Thank you for everything you've done for each other. Thank you for the leadership. Thank you for being there for your teammates. And thank you for putting your best foot forward every single day. Best of luck to you all in school. I know that you all have some lofty goals and some big time schools that you're going to attend. Work hard, make us all really proud. I know that you will. And know that to all 4 of you, not just the 3 of you, and actually the whole team, that once you're part of our softball family, you're always part of our softball family. Doesn't matter if you are a freshman or if you are 33, 35, 37 years old. I think that might be how old some of the kids are that I started coaching, maybe even older. So just remember that you're always part of our family and you always will be part of our family, and we are going to miss you dearly. Best of luck with everything, and we will see you hopefully at a game next year. Good luck to everybody. Thank you, and have a great night.
Hello, everyone. Unfortunately, the 2020 season did not happen. Fingers crossed, though, that we do get some playing time here in July with some possible games and or practice, just so we can make sure those cobwebs don't develop too much for next season. I want to take a couple quick moments here to recognize the 4 seniors that would have been playing with us this year. We have Mark Galagos-Roker, Nate Manelli, Jordan Saputo, and Zarin Zafiro. Really looked forward to working with the 4 of you this year. I know, Jordan, it would have been your first year. The other 3 gentlemen, freshman year on up, we got a chance to work together, first as an assistant and then your head coach last year and then this year. Really enjoyed working with you guys. You were very fun to have in practice, very fun to have on the field. You definitely made every day interesting, and it is something that I will miss in our upcoming seasons. Hopefully we can get you some games in this July, if everything works out according to plan and if it is safe to do so. This was going to be my second year as head coach of the Williams Bay baseball team, fourth year involved with the team. And we had potential this year to have a junior varsity and varsity team. Almost 20 gentlemen signed up and committed to play. And I was truly looking forward to growing our team and the culture here at Williams Bay. It is highly unfortunate, but we play the cards we are dealt and we keep moving forward. So don't forget to play catch this summer. If we don't get to play in July, hit some batting cages coming out. We can figure something out. Just make sure those cobwebs don't really stack up for next baseball season. It's been a joy working with you in the preseason, and I look forward to again working with you next season or hopefully in July. So congratulations to the seniors. Sorry your senior year turned out like this with baseball and in the classroom. But we are all going to be stronger people because of the adversities we have faced, and we will move forward and all will be okay. So thank you all. I hope you have a great summer. Have a good one.
Well, I certainly hope you enjoyed our coach's presentation. Just a reminder again, all the letters, the awards, certificates that the student athletes were given by their coaches, you'll be able to pick those up at school here. We'll set a date for you and let you know when they can come by and pick up their awards. Our last presentation for today or tonight will be the Arvid Thomson Award. But before that, I'd like to get a little message out to our athletes if I could. This was a very difficult time this year for all of us here at the school. We've had to close the school, and of course, the WIAA canceled all spring sports due to this pandemic. Disappointing not getting a chance to watch our student athletes wrap up the school year, but again, the safety and health of our student athletes, the top priority. We look at this time as a time to look back at how our student athletes reacted. I thought they reacted with class, respect, understanding. I'm sure they were very disappointed, but they did handle things very well. It was very nice to see how many student athletes and parents showed up a couple of Friday nights we had this past month where we lit up the football field to honor our student athletes. It was very nice to see that participation. A message to our seniors. We're very proud of you and will cherish the moments and all the memories of watching you compete in your sports wearing the black and orange with pride, or the orange and black. Very sorry that you could not end up your final chapter of your athletic career here at Williams Bay High School. I certainly hope that you enjoyed your time as a Bulldog. Hope you had some fond memories, developed some great relationships, and basically had fun. That's what it's all about. You'll always be remembered as a Bulldog. Never forget that. Thank you for your hard work, your dedication, your passion the last 4 years that you represented Williams Bay. You all are an inspiration of how you conducted yourselves on the fields. You are a true role model to all your teammates. I've had the 4 years of privilege of watching the last 4 years and watching you grow, improve, not only on your sport, your chosen sport, but as a tremendous young man and young ladies. These years I will finally remember, as I said before, you guys are all true Bulldogs. You always will be a Bulldog, and we'll never forget that. Don't you ever forget that. And again, congratulations on a wonderful 4 years here of participating in sports at Williams Bay. Now we move on to our Arvid Thomson Award, which is presented every year at the end of our sports banquet to a senior boy or a girl. The award is in memory of Arvid Thomson, a former teacher and coach here at Williams Bay. Now, there's some criteria that go along in selecting the Arvid Thomson Award. It includes GPA, it includes your athletic accomplishments, but also the following characteristics, those being honesty, respect, integrity, responsibility, character, we want true characters. You're a leader, not only in the school, not only on the playing fields, but also in the community. You're well represented of Williams Bay High School. These attributes what makes up the Arvid Thomson Award. It's the highest honor or achievement that Williams Bay School does give out. They give it out every year at the end. Many of our Arvid Thomson Award winners do end up on a Williams Bay Wall of Fame, a plaque in the gym. You never know. his or her name will also be on a plaque in the hallway here at school, along with other past winners of the Arvid Thomson. Nominees and voting were done by the coaching staff, so all the coaches took the nominees we had this year and voted. So the coaches do all the selecting of the Arvid Thomson. I think it's very appropriate that the coaches have a chance to do that, because coaches maybe not have coached that individual, but they have seen that individual play. They see that individual during the course of the school day. They understand what that individual is all about. So I'm very happy to announce that this year's Arvid Thomson Award winner is Hannah Ravenhorse. Congratulations, Hannah. Well deserved. And I'm sure you'll look great with the Arvid Thomson name, the plaque name on the plaque. That concludes our Sports Boosters Award banquet, our first ever virtual banquet. Hopefully, it will be our last virtual banquet. I want to thank to the Sports Boosters for their help and their presentation of putting this all on. Of course, all the things that Sports Boosters do all year long, we certainly appreciate that. I want to thank all of the students, all the parents for being here tonight. I want to thank the student athletes for representing Bulldog Nation this year. I certainly have enjoyed watching you guys play, wearing the orange and black, and being great examples and showing great sportsmanship all year long. Again, thank you for attending tonight. We hope you enjoyed it. Go Bulldogs.